All right, guys, today you're going to create your own social studies breakout. So here's the deal. You get to create a breakout based on the American Revolution. You have this page here. Yours is white, not this color, but you can focus on the causes of the revolution or the revolution and the consequences. This page here is a list of the standards that we cover with the American Revolution. We haven't gotten to all of these yet, but you can choose any of these to work with. You need to choose at least one, but you could do 2 or 3 if you want. It's up to you how many you want. The more you do, the more complex it might be, so just keep that in mind as you're choosing these. So this is the basis for your game. What are we going to focus on when we do your breakout game? All right, also in your packet, you have the game template. This is just going to help you with the planning. Okay, it says student name. You can do this by yourself with 2 or 3 students total. So again, groups of 1, 2, or 3 is what you're going to have. Come up with a name for your game. And then you need to think of the backstory. What would we tell the people before they create or before they start working on your game? A paragraph or 2 to get the students going. And then it says what standards does your game align to? Again, this is referring to these here because that's the focus of your game. Next page in your packet is the items that we can use for your game. So we have, this is called the HAPS. If you want to include that in there, you would just add it on the bottom. We have directional locks, the 4-digit, and we have 5-digit letter lock. So a 4-letter word or 5-letter word. 4-digit number locks, the 3-digit lock, and we have the key locks as well. You can use multiple of each of these. So if you want 2 directional locks, you would just put a 2 by directional lock. If you need items not listed, so I mean black light is listed, the invisible ink is listed, but if you need items not listed, you're going to add them down here. If you need more lines, just go ahead and put them on the bottom. Then you have the game flow. This is getting you to understand what clue leads to what lock. So this is just the example. So the puzzle students will find a box that needs to be opened. The code to open it is 729. How will they know that? They're going to find a bag of colored paper clips. 7 are red, 2 are blue, and 9 are yellow, and that would lead them to this. Of course, your clues are going to be American Revolution focused. But think in your head, how are students going to know how to open a lock? What's the clue? Where will the clue be placed? You need to keep all that in mind when doing this. And the final page of your packet is walking someone through setup. So if I was going to set this up, what would I do? So first of all, maybe attach the directional, the 4-digit lock, and the key lock to the HAPS to the big box. Place envelopes around the room with clues. So again, step by step. You're probably not going to finish this today, but if you do, you could swap with a neighbor, have your neighbor read it. Does it make sense to them? Okay? So again, you have these pages in your packet to work with. They don't need to be completed in order. For example, you might want to go and start planning it out. After you plan it out, talk about the resources you use, and then go through with your directions. So again, the order that you do it in is up to you. The other major resource you have that's going to help you is your social studies book. Okay? So again, you're focusing on the chapters of the American Revolution. So that is starting... I would probably you could start up to chapter 10 with the tensions grow between the colonies and Great Britain, chapter 11 to declare independence or not, chapter 12 the Declaration of Independence, chapter 13 the American Revolution. So I would focus on those chapters there. There's also the books in the back of the room that you can use. If you do use any of those, please mark it in here with the title and the author's name. So be creative. You're probably not going to finish this today. We'll continue on Thursday if you don't finish it today. If you do finish it, I would go through, make sure it's specific, and see what else you can add to make it better. And if you have any questions, write them down, and I will answer them when I get back. Have fun, guys.